If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're like me. You get a tad obsessed over things. Now, I've been chewing on this concept for a couple days, and I want to say that obsession is a force for good when it is deliberate. You see, a lot of people, they get obsessed with things, or more often than not, people, just because. They get an impulse, they dive into it, and they're sucked in. They're glued to it. They're glued to a job. They're glued to some lore in a video game. They're glued to a person and learning everything about them, following them, stalking them, whatever. They're glued to you. More often than not, they're glued to useless things. I've been chewing on this because I've noticed that I use my obsession more often than not. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I use it to become obsessed with things that will propel me forward. I became obsessed with self-improvement books and learning everything there is to learn in them, extracting all the information, understanding the content. I became obsessed with enhancing my ability to speak. You'll notice I don't use filler words anymore. My sentences are very potent. I use those long, dramatic pauses to catch your attention. You thought the video froze for a second. Or that I just looked angry. But in any event, I've used it to learn everything there is about marathon training and nutrition. And I've been running endlessly, leading up to a marathon that I'm going to run tomorrow. I've obsessed over becoming a great leader, hence the Jocko Willink titles that I have in these stacks of books. Because if I'm going to jump into an endeavor, you bet your ass I'm going to be the best at it. The best I can be. I've leveraged the fact that I obsess over things. I need you to understand this. If you get obsessed about anything, and it happens on a regular basis, you can be deliberate about what it is you get obsessed with. Focus and channel this energy. Do not shame it. Do not see your obsessive personality as a bad thing. Use it to your advantage. Use it to propel your life forward, to make you better, to push you towards your dreams. What is it you want in this life? Do you want to be in great shape? Obsess over fitness and nutrition. Obsess over it. Get obsessed with going to the gym every day. Get obsessed with eating clean. Get obsessed with cooking your own meals, learning how to cook. You'll be in great shape in no time. Get obsessed with learning how to properly run a relationship. Get obsessed with learning how to love somebody. Get obsessed with learning enough about yourself to understand your own toxic tendencies so that you can do away with them before you start dating somebody. Get obsessed with becoming somebody who's worthy of pretty much anybody, who anyone would be happy to date. And your dating problems will fix themselves. Get obsessed with finding a way to make as much money as possible while making the biggest positive impact that you can. Find a way to change the world for the better and get paid for it. And your financial problems will do away with themselves. It'll take care of itself. Use your obsession to drive you forward. You need to wrangle it in. Because if your obsession is just going from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing, and you're not controlling it, you're not utilizing the skill of self-control, then it's just addiction. And that will destroy you. It simply will. Anecdotal mindset of mine. My name is Christopher Strobach. I get on here and I rant about anecdotal mindsets that I happen to have, things I've been chewing on, things I've been considering, in the hopes that they end up being useful to you, because I found that they've been useful for me in my life. If you found any value in anything that I just said, the only thing that I ask is that you make use of it. If you want to connect with me, talk to me, or message me, my Discord server is the top link in the description. It is free to join. Feel free to join. Other than that, get after it, kick some ass. I'll see you next time.